Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome to the family. Welcome to Whispers of the Soul. Today we are here to connect with the energy of soul lessons. Which soul lesson you will soon embrace and what you need to know about it. So, for this reading, we are going to have two piles, pile number one and pile number two. Pick the pile that you feel most drawn to before we start our reading with pile number one. Did you manage to pick your pile? Let's start our reading. So if you connect to the pile number one, welcome to your reading. Which soul lesson you will soon embrace and what you need to know about it as well. We have the energy of forgiveness, the Ten of Wands, and answered prayers. The soul lesson you will soon embrace, pile number one, is connected with the energy of forgiveness. The energy of acknowledging that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. With the energy of Ten of Wands, I think you knew that all the way, but it was a choice you made. It's like you firmly believe that the only way for you to be able to win is to not forgive, to not forget what have been done to you. Till a certain extent, as a human being, I can see it, I can feel it, and I can, how can I say, I can understand you, okay? But at a soul level, actually, it's harming you. And we all know that it's always harming us more than it harms the other person. So, what we have in here, first of all, is to find a way of dealing with this pain, not as a sense of if I forgive him means tomorrow we'll become friends, but it's more like forgiving yourself to start with. I think this is extremely important because if you see this energy of the Ten of Wands, what we have in here, she has all these brooms in here, which will be 10 for sure, plus the cat, and more than that, she's going through, this looks like either a mountain or a hill, so she could probably get faster, but she's not able due to the heaviness of everything. And on top of that is like the wind is blowing as well in this direction, which means she's fighting to keep truthful to her decision of holding on to the pain and not releasing, not letting go. And what I keep feeling in here is just let it flow, let it go in a different way. Your thoughts can be actually shaping your own wishes of changing, because the energy of the answered prayers, miracles, higher power, divine intervention, it's telling me that you are aware that it's painful to deal with people or with things that in the recent past or a long time ago they did hurt you. So having to face it again, it feels like unreasonable for certain people. For other people, you're not even about to face whatever happened in the past, but that struggle, that pain, that sadness still lives inside you. And it feels like it's time to let it go. You did hold on to this energy for a long period of time. So it's time for you to let go. Can't do it by yourself. Remember, you did ask Spirit to support you. So, what are you doing to allow this divine intervention to help you? So, from this energy of forgiveness, this is what we want to remind you first of all. You are being given a second chance to deal with the pain that you didn't manage to let go alone, and universe is coming near to say it's extremely important for you to be able to move forward in peace. So this is what is important for us to share. Forgiveness brings the energy of, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. You can never flow with your natural energy of love unless you release the negative energy of hate, anger, intolerance, or blame. Every soul in your path has free will, and you have no control over that. What you do have control over is how you react to the manifestations of others' free will. Holding on to that negative energy will strengthen karmic cycles, and forgiveness can break that pattern. The most important person you must learn to forgive is always yourself. Blaming yourself for failures blocks the natural flow of love, which will attract all good things into your life, including the things that you ask the universe to give you. They are all attached to the energy of forgiving yourself first. So exercise the energy of seeing yourself redoing something that you've done in the past, but with more success. Because this energy of 10 of Wands and the feeling of the soul lesson that you will soon embrace, it keeps telling me that you've already been in this journey. You already been in this path. You tried it, but you didn't manage to because you were thinking about the people that did hurt you. So you gave a face to your pain. So what the universe is coming here to say, let's remove all these faces in here. Let's look at yourself, at your heart, at the soul level. We are here to support you in releasing these energies that are pretty much bothering you. Even if you say, yeah, but this energy of this cat in here is a family member, is a child, I will always do it. That's fine. That's not a problem. Because these people in here, you're carrying them in your back because you feel that you can do it. My question would be, all these broomsticks in here, there are 10 of them, probably 5 down, 5 up. Why they are not facing all the same way? Because probably you have at least a handful of people that did cause you pain, but they're still part of your life. But you need to release them. And releasing them in here is almost like, let's just exercise the simple energy of saying, I am not responsible for your actions. I am not responsible for who you are and what you choose to do. But I am responsible for how I choose to move now onwards. And today I choose to allow the miracles of the universe, the higher powers, and the energy of the divine intervention to freely intervene in my life. Because although I trust that the universe is supporting me, my mind is blocking me. So today, I ask the power of the universe to interfere in my free will, channel the energy that's important for me to free myself, and start learning how to forgive myself. And that starts with the energy of being kind to your own self, first of all. Whatever I'm seeing in here, pile number 1, I feel that it is in motion. I feel that it's already done. It's one of these kind of things that I'm not seeing the lesson itself bothering you anymore. What I can see is the end results. And I think this is what really matters for you right now. It's to know that you are already successful. You are for sure a winner. From the moment you acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love, you are willing to let go, you are willing to set yourself free and embrace a new journey. Because what the universe is coming in here to say, look, what's going on with you right now is that you have two pathways ahead of you. And in here, it's not even two pathways ahead of you, as in like both are in front of you. You have two pathways. One is to the left, the other one is to the right. The one that you're able to see is your target, the people that did harm you, and what you need to do with them to teach them a lesson. But in the other side, there's no one in there, a part of spirit, a part of miracles, a part of hope. And what we are trying to say to you is, you are choosing what you presume to be the easiest path. But you're failing to recognize that the more difficult path is the one that will become more successful. And that is the path of allowing divine intervention to bring a miracle into your life. So stop controlling things and allow yourself to be guided. So what you're learning with this energy of forgiveness, it's knowing that although you have all the reasons to behave in this way, you have better reasons to do it in the opposite way. And this is because in one side, it's almost like saying, in one side, you have the devil guiding you, and the other side, you have, let's say, your guardian angels. And they're saying to you, the energy of temptation, of not forgiving, it's something that your soul can justify by knowing that someone needs to be punished because you've been punished before. But at the same time, the universe is coming here to say, you can get all these things, but not through you trying to be the judge of your own story. Allow us to judge the situation and free you, and the responsibility will never be yours. It will be always from the higher realm. Whereas in the other side, you will be paying the same bill. And the other side is almost like saying, God, angels, whatever you believe in, they will make sure that they will uplift this energy. And regardless of what you might think, they have their own ways of bringing a change into your life. So the lesson that you have coming into your path is the energy of releasing the negative energy to avoid strengthening karmic cycles. By knowing that forgiveness can break this pattern. So remember, in all these things, the most important person is you. So start with you. By knowing that if you come out of your own path, you will release your own future. So let's reveal the other cards and see what else we have in here. So we have the butterfly of new ideas, inspiration, study, new learning, honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. That is something really interesting in here now that I have all the cards in front of me. Pile number one is that your soul is trying to tell you that the lesson that is coming ahead is connected with your sense of knowing that you're not doing justice to yourself. Be honest. The person that is suffering the most, it's you. Because the people that you don't want to forgive, they can't even remember you. And even if they are a family member, for what I see in here, it's like this is their way of being. They don't even care. They will keep doing it. But it's not up to you to teach them a lesson. So all this situation in here, it's coming in here to say, we want you to embrace new ideas, and we want you to be inspired by the miracles that universe wants to bring into your life. But for that, you need to be willing to learn in acting and reacting in different ways. In ways that allows you to be honest with yourself and expect honesty from yourself. What harms you? Release it. What causes you pain? Release it. And that includes the people that you're holding on, let them go. It's almost like ghosts energy. They are not real. Okay? So you're holding on to an emotion, and that emotion, although it's justifiable, is not allowing you to move forward. So what we want you to consider is to pretty much saying to the universe, let's say like this, universe, look, this is something beyond my capacity. Asking me to forgive or forget, it's impossible for you as a human being. But what I will say to you is, I am willing to let go of my preconceived ideas. I don't know how you're going to do it, but I trust that you will do it. So please bring your miracles in my own life. I know that when the time is right, everything will flow, not just into the right direction, but into the direction when you yourself, you will become victorious. And that's what really matters, without effort. And this effort in here is more without the pain, without the limitations, without the lies that people been telling you and you've been feeding yourself with as well. So it's time for you to let go. And know that once you let go of this pain, you forgive yourself, the dreams that you are waiting to come into reality, they will simply start to manifest. Because you yourself, your attention is not going anymore to what was draining you. Your attention will turn towards what's lifting you. So pile number one. To wrap up your reading, what I can say to you is, the universe is coming here to say that the lesson that your soul is pretty much throwing into your path is the energy of acknowledging that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So what they will give you is a new opportunity, not just of healing yourself, but healing your relationships. Not through your power, but through a spiritual intervention. Once you do that, by all means, there will be a shift in your thoughts, a shift in your ideas, a shift in the way you do your things, because you are learning a new way of being. And this new way is being honest and clear with yourself. And this is what you are meant to embrace when this lesson from your soul shows up. It's to remember that whatever you're about to go through is the universe coming in here to say there is a different path. And the path we want for you is not the one that you're struggling. It's the one where you are inspired by the spiritual realm, and with honesty it will materialize in the physical realm without too much effort, but for sure as an answered prayer for the moments that you are struggling and now you are willing to let go because the lesson has been learned. And the lesson for you in year pile number one: there's no reason for you to have all this heavy burden surrounding you. And some of them, they don't even really belongs to you. They belong to someone else. So why carry the pain of the people that don't really matter in your life? It's time for you to put them down right now. Know that life can hand you a lot of burdens to carry, but only you can choose which ones to keep holding around and which ones to put down. So put down all this heavy energy right now. And remember, don't allow others to drain you. It's time for you to know that you've got this and you will succeed at it from the moment you accept that. You can't always expect the truth from others, but you can expect it from your own self. And through forgiveness, this is what you have to learn in seeing things from a different perspective, a perspective that will bring you peace. This is the message for people connected with pile number 1. If you connected with pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Pile number 2, which soul lesson you will soon embrace and what you need to know about it. The first thing that I have to share is due to this energy of the Page of Swords, I kind of have a feeling that you already know what it is, okay? I kind of have this feeling that for majority of people, whatever I'm about to whatever I'm about to share with you, it's something that you knew. Maybe you didn't have the right word for it, but you knew already about this. And whatever it is, it's like you're facing it. There's another thing interesting in here is because for both readings, it's telling me that people are in a far advanced moment in their life when it comes to their soul lessons and to the energy of their journey. People are actually into the energy of becoming more spiritual aware of the implications of aligning your life, your choices, your decisions with your wishes, your desires, your destiny, therefore, with the spiritual energy. But let's reveal the cards and see what we have in here. You have the energy of perseverance, Page of Wands, and the butterfly of options and choices, pile number 2. I really hope I didn't call you pile number 1. If I did, I'm sorry. This is pile number 2. You are in the right place, and it's just me saying the wrong thing when it comes to describing which pile you chose. This is pile number 2, and in any case I haven't done a mistake, that's okay. Perseverance, and it goes well with the energy of mistake. Every choices that we do, every decisions that we take, they are decisions. The outcomes we always wait and expect for the best. And this is what you have in here as a lesson that is coming in here to say your soul is about to embrace for a second, third, fourth, or fifth time a decision that is telling you that you know that you can do whatever you set your mind to as long as you are willing to take the decisions that are right for you, seize the opportunities, and move into the direction of what you want. So, if we have any problem coming into your path when this soul lesson comes in, pile number 2, is the simple fact that you are not in an active mode, you are in a passive energy. And universe is coming here to say, your soul is telling you that the decisions that are coming into the future, they are not decisions based in I'm thinking what is the right thing, and let's hope my thoughts will take him to the right place. No, your actions. See this as a race. There's no point in imagining that you're going to win if you don't start running. You need to run. Okay? So come out of that place that feels like you are in a defensive mode and start acting or start even reacting for certain people. And this is because see yourself in the castle. You're all surrounded looking down. But you need to come out of your castle and face the real world. This is where the opportunities are in your environment, outside of your castle. So this energy of perseverance in here, it's something that I think that you do have this on you in you, but maybe you might be feeling tired. And when you feel tired, of course, it does affect your capacity of acting or reacting. So connect with this energy of perseverance. This is the soul lesson you will soon embrace. As a soul, you are on a mission in this physical dimension. You are the only one who knows the correct path to take. Your intuition, your connection to spirit is your compass. You have the power to stay the course, and you are stronger and more determined than you might first think. In order to experience many successes in life, you must mature and realize the strength within yourself and the quality of inner courage. Life doesn't just happen, we must make it happen. It is natural for us in this human school to shy away from what we believe to be difficult because we concern ourselves with how others will perceive us. And by all means, file number 2, I don't think this is your case, but by all means as well, there might be a minority that is needing to listen to this message. The simple fact that I might be well advanced in my journey, where I really don't give a damn what other people think, and we might have other people that it does trouble them. So we need to allow each one of us to come out of this place where we care with what other people say, and we start caring more with what we think, what we do, and what we say to ourselves. So if you're not embracing this energy, by all means know that it's not for you, but someone else is needing it. So remember, it is natural for us in this human school to shy away from what we believe to be difficult because we concern ourselves with how others will perceive us. We are afraid of failure, ridicule, or coming up short. Now is the time to make the proper changes and take risks and do things you never thought you could before. Your soul must learn to become aware of its inner strength. Live the joyfulness your soul yearns for and engage in activities you have always wanted to try but were afraid you'd fail at. Your soul will not yearn for something that you couldn't accomplish. You have the strength and fortitude to be capable of greatness. So the good thing about this message pile number 2 is that this message is coming from the future, finding you in this right moment, and after telling you that, remember, I will manifest into your life. But if you consider already what you heard today, when I show up in your life as a lesson, you will know what we want from you. We want you to take a decision. We want you to up level your games. And for certain people, there is an energy in here of coming back to life, in doing the things that you love. That includes, for example, going out and about, do morning walks, go to the shops. Let's say the first thing that you do in the morning before you go out to work, you like to walk in a specific road. That means you need to come out of home, let's say 10 minutes before or 15 minutes before, so you can arrive to your destination, browse, and after go to work. Whatever it is, challenge yourself, because this is what your heart wants. Even if you're not able to persevere, remember, you will be capable of enduring whatever it's happening, because the word perseverance in here is just telling you that keep trying, you will make it. So it's almost like you're testing your muscles. You're going to the gym for the first time and it's going to be painful, but give it at least 21 days of doing the same thing over and over again. You could be once a week or twice a week, it doesn't matter. In the end of a month to 2 months, it will be like part of you. You will do it in a blink of an eye. So the invitation in here about the soul lesson that is about to come into your path is all about you hitting the road in search of a new idea or a daring adventure. It doesn't really matter if you are prepared. Just go. And that's okay. Because when we start, we have to start for somewhere. Sometimes we're like, okay, how can I just do this journey and know that I will succeed? Sometimes you don't know. You just have to start with it. So, no matter what's about to come into your path, remember, your soul is coming here to say, we are trying to teach you to position yourself in seizing the opportunities and taking the decisions towards the path that are meant to favor you. Sometimes you will have no idea where this path is going to take you. But the simple fact of you taking a path, taking a leap of faith, you are generating a new vibration. And this vibration is meant to bring you something good. So whatever you do, there's one thing you have to carry with you in your soul. Is the energy of being determined, enthusiastic, and happy to just throw yourself like a fool into your journey. Remember, don't look at your age. Wherever you are right now, 18, 28, 58, 68, 88, see life as a brand new opportunity. Go with where you are able to, but go. Some people will be going running, some people will be jogging, some people will be probably walking like a snail, some people will be like a turtle, some people might be like a lion. It doesn't matter. Go with on your own terms. The message in here is go. Don't doubt yourself. The only thing you need to make sure is whatever you're doing, whatever you're manifesting, the choices that you are about to make or you want to do, make sure they come from you and they are taken based in something that appeals you. Don't deal just with emotional energy. Intellectually, ask yourself, is it good? And when I say, is it good? Remember, be sure that you aren't following an idea just because it appeals to you on an intellectual rather than emotional level, but isn't based in fact or practicality. There is such a thing as being too smart for you for your own good. So, which means you don't need to know where you're going. Just know that you will get there. Make sure, of course, you are safe, but make sure you follow your heart, you follow your mind, you follow your soul. Let's reveal the other cards and see what else we have in here. We have the energy of the butterfly of retreat and the energy of denial. And it comes with green, adventuring, solitude, stepping back, looking within. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Pile number 2. Considering now the full picture that I have in here, it's important for you to make a choice, to make a decision, okay? The only thing that will make you take a step back is when you know that ego and fear are not controlling your decisions. This is the most important thing. It might be a tiny bit difficult for you to differentiate it, but still, I think you're capable and able to do it. Because these cards, to show up in here, they're just coming here to say there is a challenge that you're able to embrace. So you have the means to overcome this soul lesson. Because what is teaching you as well is to trust in yourself, to trust your intuition, to know what happens when you take a decision, to know what happens when you choose to retreat, to know what happens when you don't deny yourself the opportunity of taking a decision. So what we have in here is your soul lesson, to know that you can do whatever you set your mind to. What is teaching you? To seize opportunities and taking the right decisions. And the right decision sometimes will be taking one step towards what makes you feel happy. And sometimes the decision will be, I'm not going to take this step, I'm going to change my direction. And that's okay. This is when your heart is coming near to say, you are learning to embrace and accept your limitations. When it comes to looking inside yourself and ask yourself, is it good enough for me? If the answer is no, it's not for you. If answer is yes, then by all means, move forward with assurance that you are meant to acknowledge your fear, but replace it with the insights of awareness. And the awareness is, I am afraid, but I know that it's due to the fear and the ego intervention that knows that we are being prompted to come out of our comfort zone. And when it's this case, you need to dismiss this energy because they're not working for your highest good. So you need to retreat from negative thoughts, from negative patterns, from negative behaviors that instigate fear and doubt in your own self. That starts with your mind. So when your mind is trying to bring that energy of fear, you just say, no, today it's not a day for me to deal with you. I'm taking a step back from my fear, and I will never deny myself an opportunity to persevere towards the goals that I want to achieve. So if you have a dream, you take a step back. Who is losing? It's you. So ask yourself, what's wrong with your dream? Is it the dream? Is it you? If there's nothing wrong with the dream, then by all means, keep moving forward. Everything that comes into your path is just a lesson, is just a test to see that if you are ready. And your answer is yes, I am ready. Because I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. And when you do this, your soul comes to say, I've learned a lesson. I know that I'm not here to be afraid to enjoy life. I'm here to embrace the opportunities. And this can only happen when I do not deny my own self the pleasure of succeeding due to the energy of fear based in failure. What we are going to replace this energy with? Perseverance, hope, light, determination, decisions based in what you really trust that is meant to be for you. And your heart knows. You know what is good for you. So don't let your fear run your show. So pile number 2. To wrap up your reading, which soul lesson you will soon embrace and what you need to know about it is that your soul is working with the energy of being resilient and being to be perseverant as well. This is what your soul wants. They want to pretty much become stronger. They want to master their own self. They want to master their own fears. So this is your lesson. To know that you can do whatever you set your mind on. What is it? What is this lesson teaching you? To take decisions and learn to seize opportunities without fear. What you are meant to embrace from this experience? What are you meant to learn and accept as you embrace this lesson? You are meant to acknowledge your fear, but replace it with the insight of awareness. It is time to open up and be completely honest with yourself at this present moment. But buried fears and resentments do not die. They merely fester and cause disease. Only by bringing them to the surface and examine them in the light of day with love and compassion, will you banish them from your life? It may bring you pain and heartache to reflect upon these situations again, but you are only giving them power by suppressing them. The dangerous seeds of denial will grow and spread and manifest unless you uproot them, examine them, and release them. This is the only way to become whole and healthy. Learn not to bury painful emotions in the first place. Deal with them as they come and take all the time you need to neutralize them without hiding them. Your soul wants to live honestly and authentically in the now. Don't hinder it by placing emotional landmines on its path. If you learn and embrace this energy, you have all the tools that you need to persevere. By knowing that you can do whatever you set your mind to, as long as you're willing to train yourself in taking the decisions that are right for you. And by all means, pile number 2, you can do it. We know you can do it. We know you will do it. So get yourself ready and be prepared. The challenge will come, but for sure, you will succeed. If you don't, it's because you don't want to. Otherwise, energetically, seeing from all the perspectives, be it physical, be it emotional, be it spiritual, be it material, you can do it. The only person that can be in your own way is you. So ask yourself, are you running from your problem or you are running towards your problem? Run towards it, because this problem will always be in there. It's like fear. Fear is always in there. We don't get rid of it, at least totally. What we do is to minimize the impact. So fear is in there. What we do is to master ourselves and learn to deal with it in a different way. So this is pretty much, let's say you have a dragon in here sending fire. What do? Throw it water. Don't even think about something else. Water. And what you do, you calm the emotions. You put the fire down. And that's okay. Eventually, that energy will dry. And once again, in the future, that fear will try to come in a different way. What you will do? Adapt yourself and confront it. Maybe in the same way, water again. Because we are talking about fire, isn't it? So if that energy changes and it's not fire anymore, maybe you want to bring the earth elemental to support you, depending. If you have like your emotions rolling over, see it as water. If there is a lot of water trying to come outside, let's say the river, what we do, we put that thing filled with sand to create a blockage. Eventually, at some time, it will stop, isn't it? So let's see things in a, don't let's see things, when I say don't let's see, not, let's not see your problem as a big thing. Let's see it as a small thing. If you see your problem in here, and this applies only in this particular case, if you see your problem as a big thing, you try to deal with all of it, it will harm you. So deal with it as it comes, slowly, slowly. Don't look at big scale, look at small scale. And this is how you are going to contain this energy, master this energy, and erase this energy till the time arrives for you to meet them again. But one thing is for sure, you can do it, and we definitely trust that you will do it. So for every time you feel afraid, take a step back, not to run, not to hide, but to gather your strength, Look your strength from within, gather all the power that you have, and face it. And you will be for sure successful, because you know that your fear is in there. We are not going to deny it. But what we are going to do is replace this energy with a new insight of awareness. And that comes with the soul lesson of perseverance, knowing that you can do whatever you set your mind to. You will for sure succeed. This is the message for people connected with pile number 2. To each one of you that came to this reading, thank you so much for your presence. Looking forward to see you next video. Bye.